Hey there and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the functional trainer high punch. This is an incredible exercise for you guys who are doing martial arts or any type of striking exercise. Highly recommend you guys do it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is set up your cable. I would say lower than your hip height for sure. And then you want to choose the rotational arm, and I would put that at a 1. That way you're inside the machine as much as possible. You don't accidentally punch someone because you're too wide outside the machine. Then choose the appropriate weight. Make sure you start off light. Make sure you can do 20 repetitions and slowly start to increase the weight over time. So, you want like I said, the arm under your hips. You can have it by your knee or by your hip. It doesn't really matter that much. But you just want to make sure that you're punching in an upward angle. That way you're getting the most out of this exercise, and this is actually the hardest variation of the punching motion when it comes to using the functional trainer. But before we continue, here's a word from today's video sponsor.
I'm today's video sponsor, and if you'd like help losing fat or gaining muscle, there are a few ways I can help you down below. Either set up a free consultation with us, purchase one of our free affiliate links, or purchase one of our instant access affordable training programs. Can't wait to be of service to you. Now let's get back to the rest of the video.
So this is the main thing that you want to be focusing on when you're doing this exercise, because unless you're doing the rotational motion and you're not just like moving your arms in that direction, then this just becomes like another arm exercise and not necessarily like a punching motion and mimicking the motions of actual striking. You have to rotate that back foot. Even if it's slightly, just make sure you rotate it, because if not, you're going to feel a lot of pressure in your knee trying to rotate your torso while your hips are kind of stuck because your knee won't allow that lateral motion, obviously. Another thing I want you guys to think about is making sure that you're punching in that upward angle. You don't want to be punching straight, because you're going to feel it. If you try to punch straight, it's basically the cable's going to be pulling you down, not necessarily in like that diagonal motion, but like literally straight down. So you want to make sure that you're punching upward and bringing it back down. What I would also recommend is that arm that's punching, that you don't straighten it. If you get used to that habit when you're doing any type of martial arts or striking, you're going to keep dropping the backhand, and you're going to get kicked in the head, or you're going to get hit with a hook or something like that. So just make sure that you bring your hands just right back to your chin, and then you punch from that direction. Do not allow the arm to get away from the face or the chin. This is what my coach once taught me. If you don't feel your hand on your face, you're going to feel someone else's hand on your face. So that definitely has been true. Another thing I want you guys to think about is, as you're punching, breathe out. So breathe in when you're bringing the weight back. Breathe out when you're extending your arm. The more you do that, the more force you're going to be able to generate and release while you're punching. Now, there's a couple of mistakes that I want you guys to avoid, so let's touch on those now. Punching, like I said, straight. You don't want to be punching straight. You want to be punching upward. If not, it's going to be pulling your arm down. That's very uncomfortable. Also, you want to rotate your torso while you're doing it. You don't just want to punch with your hand. Also, like I said, do not bring your hand away from your face. Keep it tight to your chin. That way you get used to that motion. Also, make sure to keep the opposite hand up and on your chin as well. The more you can mimic proper form, the more likely it's going to happen naturally.